We got to stay committed, focus on the little things, and just go everything 100%. And I think we're starting to come together and do that type of stuff.
I asked Coach Norvell, because of COVID and everything happened last year, was this year seemed like kind of a reboot year, based on what's happened? Do you guys feel that way? But he said the hardship, he thought it was good that you guys were there.
For sure. I'm thankful for the opportunities that we had last year. You have to find the positives in negative situations, and that's always what I've been taught by my parents. So I just try to take out of the year, adversity. We had a lot of adversity, so I feel like we'll never run into any situation that's tough. So I think that helped us a lot, for sure.
Jordan, you mentioned over in the other group about being thankful that Mike Norvell and the staff were here. Kenny and Mike both showed a bunch of confidence in you pretty early on.
For sure.
What did that mean for you to have that confidence so early on in their tenure here?
It meant the world, honestly. It meant the whole world. My whole demeanor, my attitude, everything changed when they came. Just the way I acted around my parents, they could see a difference. His confidence is the biggest thing, I think, in football. There was times I go out and think I couldn't throw a football 5 yards because you just hear things and it gets in your head. So those guys instilled in me confidence and just pushing me to get better every day.
How did they go about doing that? Like you said, you feel like you can throw the football 5 yards.
Yeah.
So then what you were doing last year, pushing the ball downfield, what did they do to instill that?
Just staying in my head all the time, just telling me I'm supposed to be here. Because there's times where you get caught up. College football it's a tough game for sure. You just get in your head a lot, so just having someone there just to encourage you and push you to get better every day is great.
Along those lines, you said you weren't sure you were going to be here.
Good.
So what were you internally going through? What were you having to decide?
Just playing football. There was I've been through a lot of different coaches, a lot of different stresses. It's just a lot of things, but I didn't know football was for me, and these coaches came in and showed me that football is for me for sure.
What did they, to be honest, instill confidence in you? What was it about them that produced your love of football?
Honestly, man, just having someone there that cares for you and that's behind you and supports you, truly supports you, it means the world just to have coaches, because there's not many coaches that are like that. And they're behind you and they want to see you succeed, and it's great.
When you mentioned talking about close to quitting, was it really close, or did you think
no, you're just thinking, just doubts for sure. Just doubts, little doubts that I feel like a lot of people go through that. Don't speak out about it. But there was doubts for sure, and that's why I can easily say that the coaches have helped me out because they have done a lot for me.
So how has now being in so many different situations, being in such competition all the time, always fighting for your job, doing it right now?
Yes, sir.
How has that helped make you a better person?
Competition is great. It's a great thing. It brings out the best in every single body. I think McKenzie and I's competition right now it's great because we know where we stand, or we have enough mutual respect for one another. We just know that we want to win football games. I don't care if McKenzie's behind the center. I don't care if Chubb's behind the center. I don't care if Gino or Tate's behind the center. I just want to win football games, and that's what I care about.
It's tough because you know what McKenzie's gone through the last couple of years.
For sure.
And on one hand, you want to see him get on the field again and have some sort of success, but on the other hand, like you said, it's a competition for a job.
For sure. I want to see him succeed. He's a great person, a great dude, great player. I want to see him succeed. So whatever happens. I'm just going to go in, give him 100% every single day, and I just want to win football games.
Do you think your guys' skill set is different enough to where you could both help out the team in different ways, in the course of a single game?
100%. I do think that we both can help the team win. I think we will help the team win for sure, both of us. Yes, sir.
You talked about Devon and your relationship with him, running things by him stuff. How much has he helped because of his pro experience and what he's doing now with NIL stuff and things that you're going through now in that arena?
Devon helps me with everything. He's always in my ear. Pushing, just being positive, spreading positivity throughout whoever I meet, just trying to be positive. But he's been there the whole time, just guiding me through everything. And
So Jordan, when McKenzie first joined the program, was it disheartening at all? Did you kind of have a problem? Did they go through your mind at all, like, oh man, they're bringing another guy in for the position, or did it just make you more hungry going forward?
honestly, there might have been a doubt every now and then because that's just how it is when you're bringing a new quarterback, your dad and everything. But And then I thought about it. I mean, he's making me better. We need the best players. We need to win football games. We went 3-6 last year. We need to win football games. So we need to bring in every player we can get. And having McKenzie here is a blessing. It's a blessing. I'm very thankful to have him.
There's also a rich history at Florida State with quarterback play. James Winston, you can name a plethora of other guys that have played there and other star players that have gone on to the NFL. So where do you feel like you fall in that pantheon of great players?
Yeah, there's been some great players that have gone through Florida State. I try not to think about stuff like that. I try to focus on myself and just try to be the best person and player I can be every single day to my teammates and just being a leader. Once I get to that point of being a leader and outspoken, get the guys behind me, then I think we're going to take a step in the right direction.
Jordan, you guys went through so much last year with COVID and everything. There's a lot of talk about vaccination, getting guys vaccinated.
Sure.
How much as leaders on the team do you try to maybe talk about that to get to prepare for the upcoming season? What is the possibilities?
For sure. We're still trying to everyone has their own opinions on the whole situation, so we're just trying to come together as a team and figure out what's best for us. And we're still in that process, but we'll figure something out pretty soon.
Last year you were knocked around a lot. One game you had a hamstring on. Where'd you get that mental confidence on this being a quarterback like that? Back in the game with that hand?
Well, you got to be tough to play football in reality. So honestly, I got to go out with my brothers. They're in the offseason. They work their butts off every single day, right next to me, sweating, blood, tears. So I'll give everything. I mean, everything I have to everybody on my team and the university.
And then just talk about last year with the tough season 3-6. Miami, that was a tough game. Going down there, and not a great game to talk about. What did you learn from that game?
I learned a lot from last year and all. I mean, there's a lot of things that we saw that no one has ever seen before. We were put in tough situations, but at the end of the day, they've helped us, and they helped us grow, and they're helping us become a better team. So yeah, for sure. We have not had a conversation as a team, but I think it's good. And so there's going to be a lot of rules and stuff that's going to have to go into it first, so I'm letting them handle that, and then I think it's good, for sure.
Jordan, I want to ask you about the Miami rivalry. Obviously, I'm sure you knew going into Florida State it's such a big-time rivalry between the teams. Last year, I know it was a very lopsided game. They went 4 answers. How does the team sort of feel about that rivalry now? And you guys as a team, going into that game. I think it's November. You guys play.
Honestly, I don't think that's on the top of our mind. We're focused on ourselves right now. We went 3-6 last year, so there's bigger things than one game. We just got to keep getting better every single day, just 1%, just keep pushing and pushing to get better.
Is it still a meaningful rivalry?
Oh, 100%. It's always a rivalry. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You guys get up for it. I know last year you had to go down there without coach. Can you describe what that was like? I know it was a difficult season overall, but just having to play that game down there, the rivalry, and the way things went. Honestly,
I feel like we had so much thrown at us before that it was just like everything else. I mean, our head coach was gone. He had COVID, so it's obviously different for sure, not having him out on the field and whatever. But it was all the same stuff. We went down there and it didn't turn out how we wanted to, but we learned from it. We got better and we progressed as the year went on.
Last year there were some tough moments, but there were some highs as well.
For sure.
About the North Carolina game, I'm reminded of the play against Louisville when you dribble the ball up. I don't know if Coach Hamm reached out after that or not, but how do you take those high moments that you did have and build and not focus as much on them? I know you want to get better from the negatives, but there were some high moments too.
For sure, there was. It's all the man upstairs, honestly. Everything that happens, negative, positive things, you just got to learn from it and grow. So, I just try to stay humble no matter what. I'm always a humble guy. I'm always the same guy every single day, wake up. Just thankful to be there. I'm at Florida State. I've dreamed of this since I was 8 years old. So I'm just thankful to be here.
When you dribbled that ball like that, did you know it was going to come back up?
Honestly, I did not. And if it didn't bounce how it did bounce, then I would have got in trouble for sure.
Obviously, last year did not go the way you guys wanted. When you look on
comeback year because.
For sure. You can just feel it. You can walk in the locker room and feel the difference of how it is this year and last year. It just feels like a family. I haven't been a part of a family in college. And this year, like, it's the first year I can say that I'm part of a true family, that everyone has everyone's back. I'm just out at workouts. The guys just, we're not allowed to put our hands on our knees anywhere else. You see guys leaning on your teammate. It's just awesome. It's awesome to be a part of, and I'm thankful to be part of it.
What was the most difficult challenge last year? When you think back on, hey, this is the toughest thing we had to overcome.
Toughest thing we had to
Maybe
overcome.
how it's helped you. This year.
Toughest thing that we had to overcome is, I mean, you just never know who you're going to go into the game with. It's going to be a Friday night. You can lose your left tackle. Friday night, you can lose your running back. You have no idea what to expect every single weekend. So there was a lot of things that were tough last year, but they were all just learning experiences, and that's all it was for me. I think everybody else too. We just learned from every situation.
Jordan, I think with the game with Clemson was postponed. Were you prepared? Did you watch film and all that on Clemson? Were you ready for that? And how tough was it that you weren't able to get through with that?
It's always tough. I mean, you go through a whole week of a lot of film and a lot of hours of practice, and to get a game canceled, it's not a good feeling, no matter who it is. I mean, we could be playing an NFL team. You don't want to lose a chance to go out, an opportunity to go out and play the game that you love. So that was definitely tough for us, for sure.
Obviously, Georgia now watching maybe some of the same film schemes you saw. Just kind of an overview of when Georgia looks at film of Clemson's defense, what are they looking at right now, and what will their challenges be based on what you saw in film last year?
They're all great players. I mean, there's not a lot of holes in that defense. Team, period. I mean, that's a great team. Coach Dabo does a great job up there, and they're a very good team, and we look forward to playing them this year.
What did they do to get so much pressure? You saw their sack numbers. I'm sure that's something that you guys were probably preparing for and aware of.
Honestly, I have no idea. I feel like it changes a lot. Coaches, they make adjustments game to game, so they do a great job over there for sure.
You've got to obviously hit the ground running this year over in Notre Dame. Some teams are kind of built to be able to hit the ground running, and some teams are not. You feel like you look at your team. This is a team that's capable of hitting the ground running like that.
For sure, we are. I think that we're a great team. I mean, I can't express of how happy I am to be a part of a team like this. I'm thankful. I go to the facility every single day to see my team, and I'm just happy. I'm happy. I've never been this happy to be a part of a group of people that just all love doing the same thing and are all striving for the same goal. So I'm thankful to be part of it.
How much is this year having back in having a normal offseason, spring and summer?
Mm-hmm.
How much is that going to make a difference?
It means everything. The off season is where you gel and you become a real team, and you just work on yourself and all the things that you need. Last year we didn't have the chance to do that. No one had the chance to do that, but it's always great to have an off season.
For you guys as an offense, rhythm, timing, a feel for one another, how much has that offseason kind of felt so different from year one?
Last year we didn't get a lot of time for PRPs and just working together as a team. This year we've been out on the field, play-ran practices 4 or 5 times a week, just working and gelling together. And I think has helped us a lot, and I think it will help carrying over to fall. Just camp and then fall ball.
Jordan, growing up in the area, growing up in the state, what do you remember about watching Seminole football as a kid with Coach Bowden on the sideline?
It's first of all, my prayers are with that whole entire family. Very sad. He's a great coach. He's a legend. He's done everything for Florida State. But coming to the games, I used to come every single weekend. Every home game I was here, just ready to go, pumped up. But Florida State was great, and I think we're going to get back there. We're going to get back there for sure, very soon.
The losses last year, does that motivate you guys through that? Or is it the kind of thing where you don't refer to it last year and you kind of put it behind you?
I would say we do a little bit of both. I mean, we don't want to go back to that. We don't want to walk in the locker room after a loss. It's not a good feeling. I think we want to get back. At the same time, we want to focus on now, because it's a new team. We have new faces everywhere. So we're a new team, and we're just ready to go and get into the season and play some games.
What kind of growth have you seen this season with the guys that are returning and some of the new faces like Malik and Andrew?
The growth has been incredible. Offensive line, defensive line, offensive line, I've seen them grow. It's kind of crazy how much they grow. Like, just the mindset, the whole mindset has changed in that room. There's no doubt for me. I go out there and I'm ready to go because I know I got 5 guys in front of me or whoever's going to jump up there that have my back and have McKenzie's back and have the rest of the quarterback's back, and that will do anything to protect us. So I feel very comfortable with the whole team.
What do you think brought about that mindset change for you? Is it a guy like Gibbons coming in, or Devontae being healthy, or can you put your finger on it?
I think it's a little bit of all. I mean, last season, previous seasons, we don't want to be part of anything like that. I think it's fine that Coach Norvell has helped us, Coach Dillingham has helped us. Just realize that, like, losing, I don't even know how to say how I want to say it, but just losing's not good. We want to go out there and win some games because it's the best feeling. After the UNC game, walking into the locker room, it was the craziest thing. I've never felt better than that. It's just an incredible feeling winning the games.
Jordan, Alex Stock from the Clemson Insider. At the end of last year, when those games ended up being canceled, did it bother you, the things that were said in the media by opposing coaches or opposing players on Twitter when they were saying that you guys didn't want to play and things like that?
Of course. I mean, everyone has their own opinions on everything. They can say whatever they want. But no, it doesn't bother me much. I mean, any game that gets canceled, like I already said, if we were playing an NFL team and the game got canceled, I'm going to be upset. I don't care who we're playing. I mean, having the game canceled, you put so many hours during the week and film all night, don't go to sleep till 3 a.m., 2 a.m. because you're watching film, and having the game canceled that you were working for, it's not a good feeling, for sure.
Give you a chip on your shoulder going into Death Valley this year, knowing the things that were said after the game?
Honestly, man, I always have a chip on my shoulder, no matter who I'm playing. So I wouldn't say just whatever they said. Everyone has something to say all the time. So whatever they said, it's all good. And we're going to go in and give 100% and try to get a win.
Thanks, Jordan.
Yes, sir.
What's your assessment of the receiving corps at this point?
We look really good. The receivers look really good. We got Andrew. He looks really good. A couple of the freshmen they look great. I think that they're starting to come together and we're starting to fill in all the spots. There's no holes at all in our offense anymore, and I'm thankful.
Can you detail your chemistry with Camm McDonald, the tight end, and what he can do to stress out the defense?
That's my boy. He's a hard worker. That's the main thing about Camm. He always comes with the same mindset every single day. He's a hard worker, just wants to win. But yeah, he's a great player, and we look forward to throwing him a lot.
And how it makes your job easier having one of the best running back staples in the ACC potentially this year?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Those guys are great. They're all workhorses. You hand the ball off and go for 90 yards at any point. So we're thankful to have those boys that pass protection. They're there. We trust them to block our back blind side. They're great dudes, and we're thankful to have them.
One last one. Have you had to go against Jermaine in practice? What kind of,
I have. Yeah, he got me a couple times. Yeah. Jermaine's a great player, and I'm thankful to have him on our side of the ball for sure.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Take us through your first meeting with McKenzie, first time you saw him in person. Were you at the facility? Was it somewhere else that you guys met up to talk? And how did that go? What was your first impression?
I met McKenzie at. We texted a little bit before that. Just obviously, like, it's always it's weird a little bit. So we just had to break that, and then I saw him at the facility. He's a great dude, a great person. Just talking with him every day. We had a long talk last night, just talking about everything, playing-wise, like starting. We had a great talk. He's a great person. He just wants to see people succeed, and it's great.
You just mentioned about he really appreciates the collaborative nature of it. It's competitive, but it really seems supportive of both of you guys together to push each other.
For sure.
Is that how you feel?
Yes, for sure. Most definitely. I think right now we're focused on ourselves, because at the end of the day, you wake up every morning and you have to decide what do you want to do with, like whatever. You have to decide, and it's all about you. So I think you're your biggest competition. Like, it's in myself, so I'm really focused on myself right now, just working on myself. That's my boy, and if he's behind the center, I'm behind him, supporting him, wanting him to succeed and just be great.
Jordan, what do you think
I would say my arm. My arm mostly. I feel like I've been doubted a lot my whole career in college. But coming out of high school, I was not known as a runner at all. And it's kind of crazy that I've kind of transformed into that image and that title over me, running quarterback. But I'm just trying to get out of that. So I'm just trying to get better every day. And just I have a chip on my shoulder and just trying to be better every day.
Jordan, how much does it mean to you to be a part of the class that kind of turns this thing around at Florida State, the last few years haven't been, what the FSU standard is. So,
yes, sure.
How much does that mean to you to try to get this thing turned around?
It means everything in the world to me. I mean, I've been a Florida State fan for a long time. I'm a fan. I just want to see Florida State win. That's all I am. I mean, I'm a fan that gets to hop in the game and have a little bit of fun and push everyone else and try to get the W. So I want to see Florida State turn around really bad, and I think we have the guys that will make it happen.
You got 12 guys in the transfer portal that you brought in. You also bring in a whole new freshman class. Coach Norvell seemed to kind of transform this roster over the last few years. So, what can you guys do to, like you said, turn around? What can y'all do out there? You beat North Carolina top 5 team last year. What can y'all do to improve and get what y'all want to do in 2020? Get your goals set.
Coach Norvell, we have the climb. It's called the climb, and it's commitment, little things, intensity, mental toughness, and brotherhood. So I think all those things right there are the most important parts of our team, and I think we're starting to buy into that. Last year, we had a couple guys that bought in, and others that did not want to buy in. And I think we finally bought in. The main thing for me is like the little things, because the little things go far. Saying hello to the janitor when you walk into the building. I think those go a long way, and they carry over into games. Because then all the little things matter, like your assignments, technique, like little things that you were taught, they all matter. So,
Coach Norvell talks about offseason establishing identity. What is the identity of this team as you guys get ready for preseason?
The identity of the team is just a bunch of guys that want to win. Go out and give 100% every single game. And guys that are just willing to do whatever they can to win games and protect the guy next to you. So,
that mental approach of being tired of losing, basically. Is it tough not to kind of cave in and just say, we're going to go out there and play? I'm not talking individually. I'm talking as a whole. Is it tough not to cave into, well, we are what we are, versus let's get better and become what we want to be?
I think we have like kind of a mindset of let's just get better every single time. The losing mindset, I think it's out of a lot of people's head now. Last year, a lot of people were talking around the locker room, just losing. People were used to losing, and I think everyone's just so used to losing, and that was like kind of the problem that was going on. So now, in our mindset, we win. Like that's the main thing is we want to win. We want to get better every single day, 1% better every day. And at that point, that's all you can do. You got to be the best person and player you can be every single day. Yes, sir.
How do you handle the weaknesses? What steps you take to stay mentally?
I'd say you just got to take everything day by day. That's what I focus on every single day. Is just you wake up in the morning and get ready for your day. I mean, those games we have. Every single game's a tough game. We're in college. We're in the ACC. Every game's tough. You never know what's going to happen. So we just got to go out and just give 100% every game.
Hey, Jordan, probably been asked this 10 times, so I apologize.
It's all good, no problem.
Good. I'm Susan Miller-Degnan with Miami Herald. Just the FSU rivalry. Did you watch that growing up?
I did. Every game I watched. Every single game. I've been a Florida State fan for a long, long time. So, yeah, I watched it, and I look forward to playing them every year. So, I look forward to playing them. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So last year, what happened? I know the score.
No, you're good. It was an unfortunate game. It didn't turn out how we wanted to, but we try not to focus on that type of stuff. We're getting ready for next year, and We have a lot of games to play, so we're just focusing on that.
Do you know anybody on the Hurricanes? I'm sorry, I haven't.
I do. I know a couple guys. I know Gervin Hall, Amari Carter. I probably know a couple more.
How do you know those guys?
I played football with them in high school.
On the same high school? I heard.
No, ma'am. They went to Palm Beach Gardens. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
And why do you think the rivalry, what does it mean to all the other guys? What's it like? I notice it goes in spurts. You guys win 7 in a row or whatever it is. Miami
ma'am.
wins 4 in a row. And,
I mean, everyone's just trying to win games. You go through the ups and downs of years, and I think it just changes throughout the years. So I think this year, the year's coming. We're going to be a great team, so we look forward to playing them.
how happy are you that it's in Tallahassee this year? What kind of difference will that make?
It means a lot. We have the best fans in all of college football, and I mean that. We have people that are behind us, and I'm thankful it's in Tallahassee for sure.
I know that your quarterback is, your other quarterback is friends with Derek King.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Do you know Derek at all, or what do you think of that relationship, the NIL stuff? And
like they said, business is business. We're rivals at the end of the day, but I have one of my best friends plays football for Florida, Kyrie Elam. So.
For who?
Florida. Yes, ma'am. So we're playing football. So when it comes to football, whatever. But off the field, we're friends. Like we all have friends and rivals. Yes, ma'am.
The last question, and I'll leave. Bobby Bowden, I'm sure everybody's asked you, but what was your reaction? And I'm sure you've met him, right?
I have not. He spoke to the team. I have not met him personally, but
when did he speak to the team?
Last year.
Before the season, or?
We have a guest coach come speak before every game on Fridays, so he came and spoke to us.
Before which game?
I have no idea.
And what was that like? And when you heard the news yesterday?
It's very upsetting. My prayers are with his family for sure. He's a legend. He's done everything for Florida State, but having him speak to the team was great. Just having someone like that's gone through a lot and has brought Florida State to where it is today. It was a blessing just to have him there, and my prayers are with his family.
What did he say in that speech? Basically,
he's just saying old experience, old stories about what's went on, and yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
And Jordan, bringing McKenzie in, he came in to compete with you, obviously, but how has that competition been with him? And I'm sure y'all are friends off the field when y'all aren't competing, but what he brought to that quarterback room and to help you out, a guy who's competed so many big games at UCF, was 24-0 when he got injured. So what's it been like, working with McKenzie?
We're blessed to have him at Florida State. He's a great player, great person, carries himself very well. But the competition, like I said, the biggest competition is yourself. Every day I wake up, I'm competing with myself before I think about competing with anybody else. So right now, I think we're both focusing on ourselves. We know we're competing for a job, but I don't really care if McKenzie's behind the center or Tate, Gino, Chuba. I don't care. I just want to win football games, and that's my mindset going into this season. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Josh Brown.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. We're going to do a couple more. You guys take him downstairs.
Josh Brown playing. You guys kind of got a lot of buzz in spring. What have you seen from them this summer? Offseason.
They're workhorses. They go on every day just giving 100%, working really hard. Josh throwing up 600 pounds. Malik's over here catching every ball coming his way. The guys are working really hard, and it's awesome to see it.
Are any other receivers that kind of stood out to you?
Freshmen or?
Just
honestly, all of them. Andrew, Pokey, Keyshawn's been working really hard. Ken Schron's been working really hard. We have a lot of guys that are just going in and competing. They're all competing at the end of the day, too. So they're all getting better.
For you, health-wise, is it really just about luck? You didn't away from contact. You didn't go out seeking contact. How much of it's going to be luck for you?
Did you say luck?
Yeah, just to stay healthy, really.
Yeah, that's all it was. Messed my shoulder up. I just landed on it a little wrong. My elbow went into the ground. There was just unfortunate plays. Can't say that putting on weight's going to help me tremendously. That's one thing I focus on, putting on a little bit more weight so that I can take the impact and this and that. But I think it is a little bit luck for sure. Just staying out of the way. Just keep praying to the man upstairs and just stay healthy. And that's all it is.
Do you feel like you did? Do you feel any different with the weight gain? Did it diminish anything from your skill set gain the weight, or has it all been positive?
It's all been a positive. I've been working really hard. I feel as strong as I've been, fast as I've been, quick as I've been in my whole life. So I'm ready for this year, and I can't wait to get out there. Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.